is Andrew Plotkin for thecheappop.com. We're here at the world-famous Webster Hall in New York City, and I'm like two gentlemen right now to introduce themselves.
I'm Leonard Shostak from Box of Rain. We do consulting in the media out-of-home space, and Webster Hall is one of our flagship products where we're bringing media out-of-home and the internet type of environment to the real-world club environment.
Okay. And you?
And I am Dan Crean. I play drums with Sonic Precious Weapons. We're playing here at Webster Hall on the 23rd, and we're coming to hang out and see the renovations they're doing here.
Yeah, excellent.
We're going to walk down to the studio now.
Okay.
We'll start at the bottom and go to the top.
Sounds good.
This is the studio. This is Webster Hall's indie rock band venue that they use for smaller bands. That come in this venue. This room typically holds approximately 300 people. So if you were a smaller band playing, instead of playing like the Mercury Lounge, you might be able to play here.
And this room sounds fabulous. I've played here and seen a bunch of bands here, and I party here every Friday for the trash parties here. Glitter Kids and whatnot, so it's rad.
And this room is Wi-Fi enabled, and we can put content from the main stage down to screens that we put on the stage for people. If it's an overflow type of event, and a lot of our events also use this. Behind us, you see all these record albums. These were all recorded at Webster Hall.
Oh, wow.
Showing one of the compelling reasons why we chose Webster is because it is acoustically sound. And they've been at stereophonic sound was invented here, and we're bringing that to the fact that we're going to have media out of home reinvented here.
Very cool.
I had no idea that you guys had all these records were cut here. This is amazing. I have this record. It's fucking wild. Awesome. Why are the space where we're consulting now with the Webster people?
Yeah, so basically, the relationship is, originally the way it started out was, I worked with a gentleman named Brian August, who's my father.
Okay.
He was Webster, president of Webster Hall Pitching, which was passed to, let's talk about the tunnel.
Okay.
Well, this is a newly renovated green room. It used to be a split space. Yes, they do call a green room, not a green room, a green room. You know, it's just color green. This room typically holds 200 to 300 people. It has a mini stage with a mini DJ set up. It has its own bar. And it has its own private entrance, just like the studio does. So this room can be physically totally separate from the rest of the club, including that room. Same thing with the studio. But that's the Marlin room. That Marlin room is Wi-Fi enabled, as well as wired for video feeds throughout the club. So any video anywhere, we can pump anywhere. Audio is a little bit more difficult. This is the TV tunnel. This was Brian's first project here at Webster Hall Digital, was to bring digital technology to Webster Hall. And we decided to, he got the TVs donated by Sharp and Machines for the branding. And this is what they decided to do with the TVs. So when Semi-Precious plays here, what we like is Semi-Precious to provide us content for the screen. Again, there's no audio in here as well.
This is beautiful.
So this is the reason, this is how I met Brian, was coming through this, seeing the empty space, and seeing the holes. I didn't even see the TVs. And then we just started talking, and we really worked well together. But this is a landscape where most clubs don't have something like this, where you can walk through and you can either do a corporate event here where you have your branding and your information, but whatever's on these screens can be anywhere in the club. And we have lots more of these. We've got another 50 of these in all shapes and sizes, from 26 inches all the way to 65 inches, packed up in boxes everywhere.
Has this actually gone up yet? Has anybody used it yet?
We've had 2 events here. Doxy used it, which was the biggest exposure that we've gotten. The other one was a private party by Verizon. That was a lot of it. Doxy used it. It got incredible press. And it's really given us the ability where just following up on the leads from corporate America is teaching me that I've got to learn how to deal with corporate America to club world. Because it's two very different worlds and they think very differently than each other about, what's my pricing, how does it work? It's not like a price book, But what we've done is we're working right now with 3 different vendors to provide 3 static TVs in this tunnel. One is a Webster Hall Twitter feed, so that anybody who uses this space can Twitter now on the show our screen. We're working with a company about creating an iPod application that will allow you to send comments, pictures, all kinds of content from your iPhone or iPod to the screen. And since the venue is fully Wi-Fi enabled, anybody can come in here with an iPhone or BlackBerry if it's unlocked to get on a local network.
Awesome.
So if you come in, you can just open it up. And then we have another person that we're looking at some Facebook integration.
Very cool.
We're going for interactiveness so that when you come past this in about 6 months, if there's an advertisement for the Patron on here, there'll be a barcode and a text code. You'll text the code. You'll get your information back to your phone about the product on the screen, or you can just take a picture if you have a Nokia phone or an iPhone as well and get all that information back.
Amazing.
And these are all powered by some monster unit basement.
Who did all the rating for the Wi-Fi?
That was done a while ago. It's actually not that complicated. If you think about it, yeah. But because they were open to letting us bring the TVs and the TV installations in, Webster was a good place to test the technology and see what each thing is. When I come here on pub nights and just watch people's expression for different kinds of content to see what fits. So when you're developing your content, you want it to be dark. Yeah. So if it's too bright, it's gonna light the room up and blend itself out. So if you want to stay in the tunnel and just watch the dark scenes. It's more compelling to somebody that's coming from the dark than not on the lights. So you're in a dark club going from place to place. And that's the value of me and Brian doing is to help you optimize your event for whatever you want, whether it be I'm paying for the room with a bar guarantee, so we got to optimize your thing. Whether it's getting my brand out there, whether it's getting speaker attention, depending on what it does. We're working with bootupnyc.com right now to have the kickoff event here, which is an entrepreneur event in New York City, where entrepreneurs can come down, get information from the city on how to start a business, what money is available, what grants are available, what city services are available, what private services are available. We can have about 6 to 10 speakers, 2 bands, and 3 DJs. And this room again is Wi-Fi active. That's actually how we get about 3 Wi-Fi networks. So you have Webster Hall back office, which has stuff on it. You have Webster Hall POS, and then Webster Hall public. And the Barry also, who does all the live music booking here, has their own wireless network. Let's keep going up.